Today, we're going to talk about the pros and cons of living in North County, San Diego.
Specifically.
I'm just going to start right now. We're going to start with the cons first because everyone seems to enjoy
the
our
bad
cons
news? Bad news
more
first?
than the pros for some reason. So what is the first con on our list of living in North County, San Diego?
Living in North County, San Diego, you're going to be further away from the airport. So distance to the airport is the first con.
For those of you who don't know, the San Diego airport is just west of downtown, essentially, kind of right on the harbor there.
So you're 25 minutes
from the start of
North County. If you live even further north into North County, if you're in Vista, if you're in Escondido, if you're in Oceanside, it could be 45 minutes.
40, 50 minutes probably, something like that.
So, for some people, that's not a big deal. They go, oh, as long as I'm under an hour to the closest airport,
Sure.
I'm good. Other people want to be there in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, if you travel a lot for work, North County might not be the perfect place for you unless you're going on off hours. If you're not going at rush hour times, you can get there pretty quickly. So maybe one day we'll have a second airport. Okay. Who knows? Next on the list is if you're looking for great nightlife.
If you like to boogie.
You like to boogie here in San Diego. North County might not be the biggest hotspot for nightlife. Yeah, it's a little quieter. I mean, there are the beach towns can get a little lively.
Sure.
But some of them kind of, wrap up around 10:30, Del Mar especially.
Yeah.
Solana Beach, Encinitas probably have a little bit more nightlife.
They do, couple bars there. Yeah.
But if you're not on the coast, it's going to be a little quiet. Sometimes it's hard to find a restaurant or bar open past like 10:30.
Yeah.
At least in the 56 corridor.
That's
at the
true.
very least.
That's true.
Which is where we spend a lot of our time.
Next on the list is transportation. Just the fact that you need transportation. It's not super walkable. It is more of a suburban type area as compared to some of South County. But if you're looking at like the downtown area, it's much more walkable than parts of North County.
Yeah, the beach areas.
The coastal
fairly
towns.
Walkable.
Yeah.
But again, not a lot of public transportation. You can Uber around fairly easy around here. That's another thing. It's probably slightly harder to get Ubers in North County than it is in the metro area.
Yeah.
You can get them, but your wait's usually a little bit longer. What else we got next?
The affordability in North County. Kind of a con. It's a little expensive, guys.
Yeah, and this probably goes with South County and metro areas as well. But I say the price points are probably higher in the North County neighborhoods than they are in the metro areas. You get a little bit more house for your money, probably, but there's also more Melrose taxes. Not all of them. So like the coastal ones, there's no Melrose for the most part. But if you're North County inland, and it was built after 2000, which a lot of these ones have been, you're probably going to have Melrose tax on there. So
that's like an improvement tax. It goes to roadways, schools, parks, playgrounds, stuff. So it's great. I mean, it's a useful tax.
It does go away eventually, but even if it says it's going to expire, it's possible they can extend them even after their expiration date. So when someone says one is going to go away, don't always bank on it 100% it's going to go away.
Right.
Because some realtors might tell you that. But there's a chance they could keep going. Yeah. Just FYI.
Next, we just have the distance, the time it takes to get wherever you're going. It feels like everything's like 20 minutes away.
No matter where it is, even if you're going to like the next town over, like we're in Torrey Highlands, going to Pacific Island Ranch, I feel like it's still going to take me 20 minutes to get to Pacific Social.
Maybe 13.
Yes.
But if you're going to like Poway or Escondido or Vista, 25 minutes.
We're a very freeway-centric town in North County here. So you almost have to jump on a freeway to get anywhere. I mean, you can take back roads to get it, but it's going to take even longer to do it.
Right.
So just expect everything 15 to 20 minutes to get to, no matter where you're going. And it could obviously go longer from that. But that's kind of the way life is here in North County.
And you just get used to it.
Yeah.
I'm coming from Delaware. Everything was literally 3 to 5 minutes away. Because it's so small. It's a small wonder.
Right.
That's what it's called.
And I used to live in Los Angeles for 8 years. And although the traffic was way worse and I was in the car a lot more, you're driving much more here.
Yes.
Because you're not sitting in as much traffic most of the time. But you're on freeways. So I'm going 20 miles takes me 20 minutes. Yeah. In LA, it was 20 minutes would get me 2 miles. So I wasn't driving. I was in the car more, but I was driving less, if that makes sense. So
it doesn't make me want to go to LA.
You're not going to go there
anytime soon.
Yes.
Next on the list is food options. You think we're pretty limited. That is a con, huh?
Well, I just think that if there's probably more variety downtown in the metro areas, there's probably more less. Not that there's tons of chain restaurants up here, but there's probably a little bit more of them up here.
Yeah.
So if you want like go on a fancy dinner, there's a few options by the coast and like Encinitas,
Sure.
like Pacific Coast Grill or Del Mar, that sort of thing.
Even Ocean View.
Overall, like if you want a fancy night out or like a special occasion dinner,
Right.
you're probably going to go downtown or
sure.
like the South Parks and North Parks. And
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
So there's still plenty of good food here. I know someone's probably going to hate me for making this comment. The food's not good in North Carolina. It is good.
Food is good.
I just think
more
there's
options
for sure. Although there's some really good Mexican food up here, so
I think there's great Mexican food all over.
Actually, it doesn't matter where you live. I think there's good ones no matter where. Someone actually commented on our video. We missed one in like Vista and San Marcos, good Mexican place. I have not tried yet. So
there are so many I want to try.
I know. We're gonna have to do another burrito video.
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
Torturous.
I know. Last but not least on our list of cons here is, I know this is going to sound strange to a lot of people, and this one is actually on both the pros and cons list, but the weather here. Obviously the weather is great here all year round, but there are cons to the weather here in San Diego. We have very dry climate here, which can lead to problems as far as like if you're sensitive to dryness. I used to wear contacts all the time. This is a very first world problem, but I cannot wear contacts here in Southern California because my eyes would get so dry. And now I have to wear glasses on all the time, which obviously is not the worst thing in the world. Poor Bern, I know, it sounds terrible. But the other bigger issue here is very dry climate, not a lot of rain, can lead to wildfires. And North County is probably more prone to wildfires than other areas because we have lots of canyons. I mean, there's canyons throughout all of San Diego. Right. But we live right next to a canyon right here, so our insurance is higher. Granted, we've been pretty lucky, knock on wood, for not having too many fires here recently. And hopefully that continues. But, with dry weather, it can lead to problems, especially when the Santa Anas come through here. I think the high fire season, August and September is kind of the and October right now. Although we've gotten some rain.
In case you guys were wondering.
So that is our list of cons in San Diego. Obviously, there are other ones that we probably have not thought of, and we'll make another one of those in the future.
Or I'm sure someone will let us know.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys in the comments below will let us know which ones you agree with and
which
don't agree with.
Cons.
And what other ones we have forgotten.
Yes.
So thank you for that. Yes. All right, now we're going to move on to the pros of living in San Diego, which is usually much more fun to talk about. Okay, number one on our pros list is an obvious one, the beaches here in San Diego. We have beaches, all great beaches throughout San Diego. But I have a personal affinity.
Okay,
start that over.
You guys know. He has
affliction. No, not affliction. An affinity for the North County beaches is what I was going for. I love, Del Mar beaches. We have Solana Beach. We have Fletcher Cove, Seaside Reef, which is our favorite beach we go to here in North County, San Diego.
Love that one.
Easy parking.
You're not allowed to talk about
no one
parking
else.
yet.
I know.
I feel like parking is next
on
the list.
Talk about that. So skip
no
that.
spoilers.
And then Carlsbad, Tamarack Beach, Ponto Beach, all really good beaches here in San Diego.
Right.
I don't think you can go wrong with any of them, depending on what you're looking for.
And I think those beaches are great by comparison to the South County beaches because I think it's a little bit less busy with tourists sometimes, which tourism's great to have the visitors, but sometimes it's nice to be able to find a spot on the beach. So some of the beaches I would say in North County are just a little less populated because you're a little further away from the tourism hubs downtown.
Yeah, but like Mission Beach is super crowded and down south. And
Ocean Beach,
Pacific Beach.
Even Coronado gets really busy.
It's very
with a lot
touristy. North counties tend to be a little bit less crowded. Even though in the summertime they're all crowded.
Right. The next item on the list is Bern's favorite thing. I can't believe you didn't put it as number one.
I know. Are you going to say donuts? You're not going to say donuts. Okay, got it.
Parking. I said it's your favorite
It is my favorite thing. It's true.
Is the parking in North County is plentiful.
You can park 10 feet from the beach and just walk in, carry all your hundreds of things we have to lug to the beach, chairs and towels and all the
toys and boogie boards and
all
everything.
Kinds of stuff.
And wetsuits like we told you to get.
Yes. So, and it's just... And then with the state parks pass, you can park there for free all year round.
Bern, do you mean the California State Explorer
That is. Have we ever talked about that before?
I don't know if we have.
So. I know. It's a shameless plug, even though we get no money
we get no kickback.
We should.
I just want everyone to have one.
I know.
Because it saves you time and headaches and just do it.
And then even not regardless of the beaches, just go into like the grocery store and Targets and the Costco's. Parking is just a lot easier to come by. Go down to the metro areas or down south. Sometimes it's a little bit more clustered. The parking lots aren't as big and it's a little bit more challenging.
And more so downtown than South County because obviously other, Chula Vista, El Cajon. You've got
Yeah, there's
parking
different
there as
suburbs.
well.
Yeah, the East County is different than I'm more referring to the metro area. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just to clear that up.
Exactly. Before people comment on
Yeah. Next on the list is all those great kids activities up here in North County. Legoland, the flower fields, the safari park, the botanical gardens. The Carlsbad Pumpkin Patch is bananas. Did you know that there's a secret speakeasy in the corn maze?
No.
Yeah.
I usually need a drink when I go to a pumpkin patch.
I know.
Because it's exhausting. And I got lost in a maze one time and it was terrifying.
If you'd had a drink, you'd probably just sat down and
I'm just
relaxed.
like, I'm good, guys. You come back. Someone will find me eventually.
Exactly. So all those awesome family-friendly activities, which are really great.
I actually just had a client move down a little farther south in like Pacific Beach area.
Mm-hmm.
And he was having a hard time just finding like, childcare and daycares and that sort of thing. So obviously they all have those things down here. But I feel like they might be a little bit more plentiful up in the North County. And just like swim lessons and stuff, he was having a hard time finding those things. So
had to drive further.
Yeah, you have to drive a little farther to get to them. Here you can drive 5 or 10 minutes and be to all these things. So just little things to think about.
They know their target audience.
Trying to decide, exactly. Next on our list is might sound a little ridiculous.
This is very specific.
This is very specific.
Bern wrote this list, and he was really thinking of his favorite
This is more about my personal preference. This
is Bern's.
There's a lot more drive-through coffee shops here in North County. Although there are a few, obviously down south. Better Buzz has one over in Pacific Beach, which I love. I recommend them coming to North County, even though they won't do it. But you got your kids in the car. You don't want to get out of the car. I need my coffee every day. Or you can get it delivered. Like you get your coffee delivered to your house.
I get my coffee delivered a lot. Don't rat me out.
But there are a lot more drive-through coffee shops here in North County, San Diego. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's important to me because I love coffee.
And you don't want to get out of the car.
I don't want to get out of the car, especially when I have 2 little kids in the car.
That's right.
It's frowned upon if I leave them in the car.
So you said Better Buzz is your favorite coffee.
I love the best drink ever, Better Buzz coffee shop.
That's the name of the drink.
Yes.
Best drink ever.
It's like an iced coffee.
My favorite coffee place is Hob Coffee, which stands for House of Black. They have a couple locations. Their coffee is so good.
They have a location in Sabre Springs. They also have one in San Marcos now.
Yes, they do.
And they've got one in the other day. Did I tell you this?
What?
Oh, Dad, I was helping Dan was showing.
Did you tell
the owner of it? I told him
that I am obsessed. Oh my gosh, that coffee is so good. I told him to open one in Merge 56. But my gosh.
I don't think he's going to do it, but we'll see.
Was he nice?
Very nice, very nice. We'll talk about this later.
Next on the list is camping on the beach. There are beach campsites in North County that are incredible. San Alejo.
Carlsbad, you can.
Carlsbad, yep, exactly. So do you like camping on the beach?
No, I will never do it. But I just know if you were into camping, then you can do it in North County.
It would be a treat to camp on the beach. Yes. I think so too. Oh my goodness, yeah. And as we've said before, you got to book those spots like a year in advance.
Maybe not a year.
As soon as they release the spots, you have to be waiting with your finger on the button.
Occasionally you can see cancellations, so if you keep on it every day, you might be able to sneak in and take someone else's reservation.
And there's a reason it fills up, because it's beautiful and amazing, and you're waking up to the sound of the crashing waves, and you're surfing and whatever.
That is
correct. It's lovely.
Last but not least on our pros of living in North County, San Diego. I know we talked about this in the cons, but this is obviously one. The weather here in North County, San Diego is fantastic.
Yep.
Minus the small con that we talked about earlier. You got perfect weather all year round. I mean, in the wintertime, we get down to the 50s or so, but during the day, no matter what time of year it is, you're probably going to be floating around 70 degrees all year round. So we don't need to talk a lot about that because everyone knows the weather here is great. So that is our list of pros and cons of living in North County, San Diego. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If this is your first time to our channel, please subscribe to our channel as we post new videos every week. And if you're ever moving to San Diego, we'd love to help you find your next home. Thanks for watching and catch us next time.
Bye.
Bye.